Why do we cling to those like us, yet shun others? You've felt it, cheering for your team, trusting your family, or siding with your culture. But is this instinct to favor our own a strength, a flaw, or just human nature? Thomas Hobbes wrote, "The condition of man is of war of everyone against everyone," suggesting tribalism fuels conflict. Yet, others see it as the glue of survival. From ancient tribes to modern nations, tribalism shapes our world, but is it innately good, bad, or neutral? Let's dive into this complex question through philosophy, psychology, and history to uncover truths that might challenge how you see loyalty and yourself. Let's start with philosophy. Thomas Hobbes, in Leviathan, argued that humans are naturally selfish, forming groups only to survive. Tribalism, to him, is a double-edged sword. It protects us but sparks war with them. Picture rival clans fighting over land. Hobbes believed a strong state curbs this chaos. But if tribalism is natural, is it always bad, or can it be harnessed for good? Jean-Jacques Rousseau countered this. In The Social Contract, he saw humans as cooperative, forming tribes to thrive. Tribalism, to Rousseau, is good when it fosters community, like neighbors rebuilding after a storm. But he warned that blind loyalty can exclude others. So, is tribalism a path to harmony, or a trap of division? Hannah Arendt, a 20th century thinker, added nuance. In The Human Condition, she argued that group identity gives meaning but risks banality of evil when loyalty overrides morality. Think of soldiers following orders blindly. Arendt suggests tribalism is neutral, its value depends on our choices. So, is tribalism a tool for good or evil, or just a mirror of our intent? Let's shift to psychology. Social identity theory, developed by Henri Tajfel, explains why we favor in-groups. A 2020 study found that people feel 60% more trust toward those sharing their identity, culture, race, or hobbies. Imagine rooting for your school's team. This boosts self-esteem but devalues outgroups. A 2023 study showed in-group bias increases prejudice by 30%. So, is tribalism a natural instinct, or a learned flaw? Moral foundations theory adds depth. Jonathan Haidt identified 6 moral pillars, including loyalty, which drives tribalism. A 2021 study found that 70% of people prioritize group loyalty over universal fairness. Picture a parent defending their child, even if wrong. This suggests tribalism is good for cohesion but bad for justice. So, does loyalty justify harm, or is it a virtue? The minimal group paradigm reveals tribalism's roots. A 2019 study showed that even random group assignments, like red versus blue teams, spark favoritism. Participants gave 25% more resources to their group. This implies tribalism is innate, not cultural. But if it's hardwired, is it neutral, or a bias we must overcome? History shows tribalism's power. Ancient Sparta thrived on fierce loyalty, creating a disciplined society. But their exclusion of outsiders led to stagnation. A 2023 historical analysis notes Sparta's collapse partly due to rigid tribalism. So, was their loyalty a strength, or a fatal flaw? Contrast this with the Iroquois Confederacy, where tribes united for peace. Their Great Law of Peace, dating to the 12th century, balanced group loyalty with cooperation. A 2024 study credits their success to inclusive tribalism. So, can tribalism unite rather than divide, or is conflict inevitable? History also shows tribalism's dark side. The Rwandan genocide of 1994 saw Hutus and Tutsis, once neighbors, turn on each other. A 2023 report found that propaganda amplified tribal loyalty, causing 800,000 deaths. Today, political polarization echoes this. A 2024 study showed 65% of Americans view opposing parties as enemies. So, is tribalism inherently bad, or a tool misused? Let's explore culture. In collectivist societies like China, tribalism is seen as good. Confucian values emphasize group harmony. A 2022 study found 80% of Chinese prioritize community loyalty, fostering stability. In individualistic cultures like the US, tribalism is often suspect. A 2021 study showed 60% of Americans value personal freedom over group ties. So, is tribalism's morality cultural or universal? Modern life amplifies tribalism. Social media creates echo chambers. A 2024 study found that 70% of ex-users engage only with like-minded posts, reinforcing bias. Yet, online communities can unite. A 2023 study showed 50% of Reddit groups foster support across divides. So, does technology worsen tribalism or offer new tribes? Workplaces reflect this too. A 2022 study found 55% of employees form tribes with similar colleagues, boosting morale. But 40% report exclusion, per a 2024 survey. Picture a clique ignoring newcomers. So, is workplace tribalism good for teams, or bad for diversity? Let's get personal. Have you felt tribal loyalty? Maybe you've cheered for your country, defended a friend, or joined a fandom. Psychology's self-categorization theory says we define ourselves by groups. A 2020 study found group identity boosts happiness by 20%. But it can blind us. A 2023 study showed 45% of people ignore flaws in their group. So, is tribalism a source of pride, or a moral trap? Philosophy pushes deeper. Hobbes saw tribalism as a survival instinct, necessary but dangerous. Rousseau viewed it as a social bond, good until it excludes. Arendt warned of its potential for evil, urging conscious choice. So, is tribalism neutral, shaped by how we wield it, or does it control us? Let's dig into psychology again. The out-group homogeneity effect makes us see outsiders as similar. A 2021 study found we judge outgroups 30% more harshly. Think of stereotyping a rival team. This fuels conflict but can be countered. A 2023 study showed cross-group contact reduces bias by 25%. So, can we overcome tribalism's downsides, or are we stuck? Evolutionary psychology offers clues. Tribalism likely ensured survival. A 2020 study suggests early humans favored kin groups, increasing cooperation. But modern tribalism, nationalism, fandoms, extends this instinct. A 2024 study found 50% of people feel tribal loyalty to brands. So, is tribalism a relic of evolution, or a neutral trait adapting? Counterarguments matter. Some argue tribalism is good, fostering trust and purpose. A 2022 study found strong group ties reduce loneliness by 20%. Others say it's bad, breeding division. A 2023 study linked tribalism to 40% higher conflict in diverse settings. Neutrality suggests it's contextual, good in crises, bad in excess. So, where do you stand? Cross-cultural nuance adds depth. In Japan, group harmony, sees tribalism as good. A 2022 study found 75% of Japanese prioritize collective loyalty. In contrast, Western skepticism of tribalism ties to individualism. A 2021 study showed 50% of Europeans distrust group loyalty. So, does culture shape tribalism's value, or is it innate? Let's pause and reflect. Have you seen tribalism's effects? Maybe you felt pride in your group, or pain from exclusion. Psychology shows intergroup threat theory, perceiving outsiders as threats boosts tribalism. A 2020 study found fear increases in-group bias by 35%. But empathy counters this. A 2023 study showed shared goals cut prejudice by 20%. So, is tribalism your instinct, or your choice? Let's tie this to today. From politics to fandoms, tribalism defines us. Hobbes saw it as conflict's root, Rousseau as community's heart, Arendt as a moral test. Psychology reveals our bias, evolution our instincts, culture our lens. Tribalism isn't good or bad, it's human. The difference lies in balance, loyalty without hate, pride without prejudice. A wise person questions their tribes, seeking connection beyond walls. So, is tribalism innately good, bad, or neutral? It's a paradox. Hobbes' war, Rousseau's bond, and Arendt's choice show it's neutral, shaped by intent. Psychology proves it's innate, culture that it varies. The real question isn't, is tribalism good? It's how you shape your tribe. That choice defines your world. If you're watching this, you're someone who questions loyalty's cost. That's powerful. Don't let tribes blind you, seek truth beyond them. Share your story. How has tribalism shaped you? Drop a comment and let's connect. Like if this challenged you, and subscribe to Cognitive Cosmos for weekly dives into what makes us human.